7 boats in Formula 2500 will make it in. The top 6 in H350 will make it in. And by the looks of it, all the boats in Grand Prix will make the final this weekend just because of the attrition. Started with 7. Right now, I'm not sure. We might be down to 5, but we'll have to wait and see. We are 24 seconds from the start. Kyle Hayes will have lane number 1. Stefan Racine will have lane number 2. Ken Brody the third will have 3. And Jacob Haynu will start on the outside in lane number 4. So we're 13 seconds from the start. Everybody lined up pretty good here. Hayes is back a little bit as we are 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. It's a clean start from here. We'll call it like we see it. Jacob Hayden running far up on the outside here in lane number 4. You have to hold that line all the way through. That's the thing in HRL. You got to hold your line all the way through until you hit the exit of turn number 1. Once you hit the exit, then if you have the 4 boat length overlap, you can start to cross over. So you can see Haynu still running way up on the outside there, but he is your leader over top of Stefan Racine running back in second, and Ken Brody's in second, and Stefan Racine in third, with Kyle Haynes running in fourth. So through the apex turn number 2, Jacob Haynu running the long way around, but he is your leader through the apex of turn number 2 to come around and complete lap number 1. 1 down and 4 to go here in 2.5 liter stock heat 2B. And Jacob Haynu out of Beauharnois, Quebec, Canada, he is your leader as he heads down here to turn number 1. Excuse me. Ken Brody the third running in second position out of Grand Isle, New York. And Stefan Racine running in third out of Valleyfield, Quebec. As he head down the backstretch here on lap number 2. Ken Brody with a nice turn that time. He's able to make up a little bit of ground as we're 1.5 in, 3.5 to go here in the 2.5 liter stock heat 2B. So through the apex of turn number 2, it's still Jacob Haynu. Haynu by 3 to 4 boat lengths over top of Ken Brody the third, running back in second. So it's Haynu and Brody as they'll come off the exit of turn number 2. Haynu went really wide. That opened the door for Brody, and Brody moves up on his inside, almost side by side as they come across start finish line to complete lap number 2. So 2 down, 3 to go. Jacob Haynu is on restriction, so he's running really way outside on the outside. He's got to stay outside the whole time since he's on restriction here this weekend, and that allows Ken Brody the third to move up on his inside, and Brody is now your leader as we're halfway through Heat 2B. Ken Brody the third in the S50 with Haynu right on his outside. The two are side by side. Nice battle shaping up here in Heat 2B. Brody the third on the inside and Jacob Haynu on the outside. Only about a half a boat length separates first and second as they come to the apex of this wide sweeping turn number 2 to come around and complete lap number 3. 3 down, 2 to go here in Heat 2B with the 2.5 liter stocks. And Jacob Haynu running the long way around, but he's still able to keep up the horsepower and hold on to that lead as they head down here into turn number 1 on lap number 4. So Haynu on the outside and Brody on the inside. That's where Brody's able to make up a little bit of ground as they go through their tight turn number 1. So Brody makes up a lot of ground that time. He actually takes the lead off the exit of 1, but here comes Haynu on his outside. So Jacob Haynu still running hard up on the outside with Brody on the inside. So Brody and Haynu putting on a classic here in Heat 2B. Nice battle between these two young drivers. Ken Brody the third on the inside and Jacob Haynu on the outside. It'll be white flag this time by. See if I have one more lap around here in the Heat 2B for the 2.5 liter stocks. And Ken Brody is chime walking the 50 across start finish line that time. Jacob Haynu running right there on his outside. Ken Brody doing a good job making the race course just a little bit bigger as he's out and about lane 2 or 3. He does not have to move over to that blue road. He can control the race course. He's got that inside and shorter way around, but here comes Haynu. Haynu powers back in front as he head down into turn number 2. Lap traffic may be a problem as Kyle Hayes is going to get to the outside. Haynu on the outside, and on his inside is Ken Brody the third. So Brody on the inside and Haynu on the outside. They'll come off the exit of turn number 2 to be checker flag this time by Brody and Haynu. Haynu and Brody. Woo, that is tight from here. Hard for me to tell. It looks like maybe Haynu was able to hold on. But a nice battle between the 2 and the 50. I am not on the start-finish line this year, so that's hard for me to tell. But it looked like Jacob Haynu, unofficially your winner of Heat 2B. Third place, we're going to Stefan Racine and Kyle Haynes will come around and get fourth in the 35. If I get anything officially about that, I'll let you know. But from my eye and my vantage, it looked like Jacob Haynes took the victory there in the S2. Up next, we'll go Formula 2500. We'll step it up a class. They should be coming up for you very shortly here in the next few minutes.